everybody, it's Bucky with TopDollar HomeOffer. We buy houses Tulsa, and I would like to shoot a video today to tell you about a question we get all the time. People are like, who buys houses? And I say, we buy houses. No, seriously, often we get this question and then they want to know what type of people sell their houses to our company. So I wanted to put together a list. There's about 10 categories that the homeowners that are trying to sell their house fast really fall into, or if they're just wanting to use our services, those are the type of people that we help out. Okay, so today, basically I'm going to run through that list and just really discuss at a high level each one of those items and kind of the scenario behind it and why they choose to use our company to buy their house, and we can buy it fast, and that's usually the reason they're in a crisis situation or facing one of these 10 categories here. Okay, so let's write this up here on the board. Our company is TopDollar HomeOffer. You can find us at TopDollarHomeOffer.com. You can call us at 918-212-5442. Okay? So the question and the topic today is, who sells their house fast to We Buy Houses? And that's what we do, Tulsa. We are an investment company. And we buy houses. We buy houses across Tulsa and all the metro, from Broken Arrow to Sand Springs to Sapulpa to Bixby, Collinsville, Owasso. Those are all the different areas that's encompassing basically Tulsa County. So if you have a house in Tulsa County and you want to sell it fast, you can give us a call or go to TopDollarHomeOffer.com to find out more details or just book an appointment with us. All right, so let's list out the 10 types of sellers or property owners that call us. Right? These are the different ones that call us for various different reasons. So probably the number one caller, or the type of homes that we buy that we get the most calls on, is inherited properties. So oftentimes families receive a home from a grandparent or great-grandparent, and there's a whole generation of kids that are involved in the property, and oftentimes there's not a will in place that says who it goes to or how to handle it. And what we see in most cases is these properties need repairs, they need work. So listing it with a real estate agent is going to take a lot of work. The families aren't able to agree on how much money they want to put in. Nobody wants to put in money, and really, nobody wants to move in the house, take care of grandpa's house or grandma's house or whatever it may be. So they decide that the best bet is just sell it as is, and that's why they choose a company like TopDollar HomeOffer, is because we'll go in and show them 3 ways to get the most money out of their property, and that's what we do. So they give us a call, and we help people that have inherited properties or even properties that are going through probate. Okay, so probate lawyers often call us, hey, here's a situation, can you help them out? And we'll put together a fair offer and show them the 3 options that they can choose from, giving them choices. Okay. The second common one, and it really just affects, it's sad. If you see it in the news, it's all over the news, it's broadcasted everywhere, is financial situations, right? Meaning they're in despair when it comes to money, right? They have lost job or income source, right? They have had high medical bills that are coming in. Oftentimes, this is a sad one, is separation. So a husband and wife split apart, or man and man split apart, and they don't know how to pay for the home because both incomes were required to make the payment. Divorce is another one. So these are typically the areas where people run into financial burdens, and it's usually a loss of income, usually medical bills that are stacking up, they're going through a separation, or some kind of divorce or a situation that called for financial stress. Okay, that is really 1 and 2 are top categories. Here's another one that happens, and it, depending on the company you're with, some companies will help in this situation. We've helped out with companies that are needing to sell homes that they bought back from job transfers. But number 3 is job transfer. So this happens a lot. It kind of hits you out of the blue, and you own this home. Maybe you just bought the home and you have no equity in it, and you get a better offer in Dallas or Houston or maybe Denver or wherever. So if you're here in Tulsa County and you find yourself having to leave fast and you don't know what to do with this home because you definitely don't want to rent it out of state or deal with it. Most rental management companies, there's a lot of fees associated with it, and if you just have one, it really doesn't stack up well for you. So we help out people with job transfers. Okay, so if they're needing to sell their house fast because maybe they want to lease a place for 6 months and they just want to get their ground and their feet underneath them before they buy another property, and they just don't want to make 2 payments. So they come to us, we pay cash for their house, and they can move on. Number 4 is, this is a common one as well, rental properties. Tired landlords. This happens a lot, right? I see this often now that couples are waiting longer to get married, and sometimes the man has a house and the woman has a house, and then they get married and they decide to move into one of those houses, and they're like, hey, let's just rent this out. We'll become landlords. And they realize there is a lot of work that goes into real estate. Real estate, you can build wealth really fast, and there's many different ways to build income and increase your finances, but it's not easy, right? A lot of people talk about how easy it is. It is a lot of work. Real estate, there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of different ways that big expenses can add up, right? They're big assets, so they require big expenses sometimes. So we have, like, a husband or wife will call us and say, oh, we have this house, we've rented it out, we've tried it for the last 2 or 3 years, and they keep trashing the house, we keep having to put this money in, we're just done. We just want out of this house, we just want to move on from it. Other times we have landlords that have been had rental properties for years, and they're just tired. They're just ready to move it over to another investor like ourselves here. And that's another avenue where we help out a lot of other investors that are just tired of rental properties. Maybe they're wanting to retire and not mess with it. They don't care about the retirement income. They just want a buyout from another investor. So we picked up different portfolios in the past, from 20 properties to 10 properties. There's cases where we worked a deal with 100 properties. So depends on your guys' situation, but we can help landlords and newer rental people that are not used to renting their property. Okay, number 5 is kind of a sad one, is we help widows. So if a spouse lost their spouse and they don't really want to stay in their house, or they're just tired of being there, they don't want to take care of themselves by themselves, and they really just want to move maybe to an assisted living place or just somewhere where there's more of a community, we help out widows. So the other day I was out on an appointment, and a guy lost a significant other, and he was wanting to move out of state and just wanted to unload the property and wanted a fair offer, and we give him 3 options to let him choose from. So he could pick which one was the best one for his situation. So we always want to give you 3 offers with our company, 3 options, that is, with our ARV program, okay? If you don't know what that is, give us a call or go through some of our other videos here. Here's another one that is sometimes pretty often, is we have homeowners that have a property and they want to just get rid of it, right? They don't want to fix it up, and that's called an as-is. They want to walk away as is, no repairs, no cleanup. They're just done. They want what they can get out of the house, and they're okay with it, because you know, if you look at a house, let's say a house is worth $150,000 and it needs, you know, maybe $40,000 in repairs, right? And then if you did that and you sold it with a real estate agent, you know, you're looking like 7.5 commissions and then closing, so another 3.5. So you're looking at another maybe 10,000 in, you know, closing costs and commissions. So that puts you about $100,000. So what our company would do is we would offer you probably $90,000 or $92,500, and you know that would be our profit, would be about $10,000 or you know maybe 7.5. Just depends on the situation. We just have to look at the house and the repairs. But that's how our process works. So we're not out to just give you a low ball offer, but we calculate the repair costs, we calculate the expenses of what you would pay for listing it and fixing it and closing on it. And that's why, you know, we never charge for commissions, and we don't ever charge for closing costs. Okay, so this saves, you know, like on this situation here, this would saving $12,000, right? So, and time, right? Because we can close within 30 to 7 days, right? So, or on your time frame if you need it to be longer. So what's another situation that we help out? No equity, right? Oftentimes people buy homes and then something happens. A lot of times these fall down from over here. It's homes with no equity, meaning that, you know, you're upside down in your house, you owe more than it's worth. This is not as common right now because homes are they're appreciating a little bit. Oklahoma has a slow spike. When I was out in Arizona a few years ago, I mean, it was spiked way up and then it went way back down. But we can help with no equity. So if you just bought the house, paid full price, ready to move on from it, have no equity, we can help you in that situation. All right, foreclosure and pre-foreclosure. So we can help in those situations too, and we can stop the process. We have creative ways we can come in and get you caught up on payments, maybe purchase the house and lease it back to you. So there is options there for you if you're facing foreclosure or pre-foreclosure. But you know, the key thing here with any of these, especially if you're facing financial or this situation, is you need to understand your budget. You know, where's your money going, right? Where is your money going? So number 9 is back taxes. So oftentimes homes are paid for, and you know maybe they didn't realize they keep getting these bills in the mail from the county, and they don't know what it is, and they don't pay their taxes. And if they don't do that for 3 years, it can go to the tax auction. And sometimes we even go to those auctions and buy houses there, right? So if you're behind on your back taxes and you don't have the money to get that caught up, we can work with you if you want to stay in your home and work out a situation that'll help you as well. And the last one is liens. You know, sometimes people have liens on their property and it's just an ugly situation. So we can step in and intervene and help get caught up on those liens and figure out a solution for you. So as you can see, we buy houses Tulsa and the surrounding counties. We have a program called our ARV program, which gives you 3 options when you sell your house. So if you need to sell your house fast and you're facing, if you own an inherited property, have a financial situation, you're facing a job transfer, you're tired of being a rental, having a rental property or a landlord, if you are a widow, if you just don't want to do any repairs to your house, you just want to walk away as is, if you have no equity, if you're facing foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, if you're behind on your taxes, or if you have liens, we will buy your house. We buy houses Tulsa and the surrounding counties, and we'd love to help you sell your house fast. Give us a call, 918-212-5442. Our company's TopDollar HomeOffer.com. Go check us out, check out our reviews, and just give us a call.